My name is Tosh Terrell Sevier at Lee County High School, Dillon Rahmet Public Speaking. This is a demonstration speech about how to publicly speak. Public speaking. Public speaking is an integral skill that everyone must know how to do, or at least most people should know how to do, or at least attempt. Many people try to publicly speak and they fail because they don't understand how to. And in many ways, publicly speaking is not hard. The steps can be bothersome and sometimes troublesome, but they're not bad. And the first couple of things you must understand when publicly speaking is knowing that you must address your audience. To address your audience, you must know who your audience is and what they're trying to learn or get from your speech. In many ways, publicly speaking can be done best when it's organic and when you can attempt to galvanize your audience with the way you speak. An example of how to publicly speak in the best way possible would be a TED Talk. In TED Talks, it's usually an audience of people with like-minded thought processes about a certain thing. In this example that I will use, it'd be a medical professional that specializes in sleep therapy and all of the issues that entail sleeping with an audience of med students. The reason why I use this example is because it's an audience that understands the purpose and understands the occasion, and that is almost 100% integral in public speaking. When you understand your audience and know how to properly address them, then you can speak well and cohesively, in a concise way. So, when you understand your audience, that is by far the most important and integral piece to public speaking. Once you understand your audience and what you're talking about and how you talk to them, then you can move to the next step, which is understanding your thesis, your claim, and how to properly format a speech. When you have a speech, you have to have a speech outline and a preparation outline. In the case for this class, you have a 75-word maximum speech outline and 2 to 3 page preparation outline. That outline will help, those two outlines will help you understand how to write a speech and how to structure a speech. Not all speeches work the same, but what is 100% in all speeches, at least for this class, and how you publicly speak, would be that when you have a speech like an informational one, or a persuasive one, or a demonstration like this one, you must know the background. You must understand the context so that you can write or speak with proper diction and time. When you understand how to properly write a speech outline and a preparation outline, you know your audience and your purpose, then you can actually do the speaking, which is the oral part. That's the most important part. Although all these things are integral that go beforehand, if you don't know how to speak, then the problem will arise and be even bigger when you are having problems. The biggest problem when you publicly speak and you do the oral portion is people stuttering, saying and not knowing how to think on the spot. Sometimes when it comes to public speaking, you must understand how to think on the spot and know that everything that you have remembered or recited, you won't always remember. That's a big problem when it comes to public speaking. The fear of forgetting what is important is a big problem. How to not do that and how to have a perfect, if at all, speech, you must understand that you're going to make mistakes and that you just have to keep pushing forward. So once you have addressed your audience, you know your purpose, you have your preparation and your speech outline, you can speak properly in a speech, then you can have eye contact with your audience, you can address your claim, you can address your counterclaim, you can have a conclusion, and have a sophisticated speech about whatever you're speaking about. Why this is important as a whole and why the demonstration of speaking is so important would be to show that you can stand up straight, can have a clear, concise idea, know what you're speaking about, understand that your audience may be troublesome or bothersome. In this case, this little baby right here will be that. Understanding that you can go through all these things while speaking and knowing that you can do it and still be an integral speaker with an intention when speaking, then you will have the best speech. The demonstration, of course, for this speech as a whole is to address all problems and all facets of speaking. Speaking is not linear. Nothing in this world is linear to the degree that we think it is. And because of that, we must understand that speaking is no different. To have a proper speech as a whole, and to recant all that I've stated as a whole, would be to show that you must speak with diction, speak with a proper tone, have proper cadence, never use too many flailing hand movements, understand what you're talking about, stay on point, have eye contact with your audience, understand your purpose, understand your claim, know what you're speaking about, and have a very clear-cut reason for speaking as a whole. And thank you so much.
That was good.